Hello and welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss about the first story of the chapter 2 stories about flying. The name of the story is His First Flight by Liam O. Flaherty. The short story His First Flight by Irish author Liam O. Flaherty is about a family of seagulls. He narrates vividly how a frightened seagull learns to fly. This story is a metaphorical representation of a human's need to be independent and self confident. If we have faith on our own ability, only then we can be able to overcome all the difficulties of our life. In the beginning of the story, we will find out that the young seagull was alone in the ledge. His family members all moved away from the place. The reason was the young seagull was unable to conquer his fear and to fly. That's why his parents made a trick to make him fly. Previously, they tried their best, but they were not successful. So, one day, his parents thought a plan to teach him how to fly. So, what they did? They did not give him anything to eat and left him alone there. The young seagull was maddened with hunger. He even tried to attract the attention of his parents by standing on one leg and closed his eyes. He saw that his mother was tearing a piece of fish. Then, seeing this one, his hunger increased and he prayed to his mother to give him food. But his mother did not respond in order to teach the young seagull a lesson. After some time, the mother took a piece of fish in her beak and came flying over him. When mother reached to the seagull, the mother became motionless just in front of the edge of the ledge. She did not come near to the young seagull. The young seagull was so much hungry and maddened that he dived forward and jumped at the fish. But his mother flew upward, so the young seagull lost his balance and flew down from the ledge into the space. At first, the young seagull became very much afraid. But after a moment, the young seagull realized that his wing spreading upwards, he flapped his wings and soared upwards. His parents and siblings flew around him to encourage him. They were extremely happy and they all expressed their joy on his successful first flight. Through this wonderful story, the author provides a psychological insight into life's problems and the ways of overcoming them. The story relates the importance of independence and self-confidence. Let's discuss the story in detail. Here the text is given and I am going to explain line by line. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. So here we are coming to know about the reason why was the seagull alone on the ledge. The reason was the young seagull could not overcome his fear. That's why he could not fly, but his younger brothers and sister they conquered, they owned the fear, they overcame the fear, and as a result, they learned how to fly. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. Seeing them, the young seagull also attempted to fly. So, what he did? He ran forward to the edge of the ledge where he was and tried to flap his wings. He tried to flap his wings the way his parents and his younger brothers and sister did. He also tried to do so, but the problem was that he was very much afraid. That's why he could not learn how to fly. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. So the moment he looked below, he found that vast sea was stretching there. He saw the vastness of the sea and he found that it was stretching a long way. So he became more afraid to fly. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. After seeing the vastness of the sea, the fear again came to him, and he did not have confidence on his wings. As a result, he returned back to the place where he used to live or he used to sleep at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away, he felt to muster of courage to take the plunge which appeared to him so desperate. He had seen how his brothers and sisters started flying, though they had shorter wings, but they had courage. As a result, they learned flying. What they did? They ran to the edge of the ledge, then they started flapping their wings, and as a result, they flew away from the place. But for the young seagull, He could not gather courage and could not jump from the ledge. As a result, he could not fly, though he was desperate to learn how to fly, but his fear, his lack of confidence was an obstacle in front of him. His father and mother had come around calling to him shrilly. Shrilly means in high pitched voice, upbraiding him, scolded him, threatening to let him stop on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. But because of the fear of falling and the fear of death, the young seagull could not fly, though his parents tried their best to make the young seagull fly. The parents, they called him in high pitched voice, they scolded him, even they threatened him that they would not going to provide him any food if he would not fly, but everything was useless. All those tricks were of no use. So what we have come to know, that the young seagull was afraid to fly. The reason was the young seagull did not have self confidence, did not have faith on his own ability, and as it was the first time young seagull was going to do something, that's also add fear to him. The effort of his parents in order to make the young seagull fly, the parents tried their best. They talked with the young seagull in high pitched voice. They scolded him for his inability to win over or to overcome the fear, as well as they also gave him warning, as well as, or you can say, they also gave him threat that they were not going to supply him any food if he would not fly. But after doing all these things, they were not successful to make the young seagull take his first flight. The incident that is narrated in the first paragraph had happened 24 hours ago. Means one day ago, the whole things happened that had been described in the first paragraph. Since then, nobody had come near him, and after that, means for 24 hours, his parents, even his siblings, that is his brothers and sister, did not come to him. The young seagull was all alone in the ledge. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. So, the previous day, for the whole day, he had found his parents focusing on how to perfect the flying ability of the siblings of the young seagull. He had found that his parents were teaching them the skill of flight, as well as they were teaching how to move lightly just over the surface of the waves, and how to catch fish. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it standing on a rock while his parents circled around raising a proud cackle. So even he had also seen that as he had been guided by his parents about how to fly, how to move lightly over the surface of the waves, and how to catch fish. So, guided by them, his older brother caught his first fish and also ate it quickly standing on a rock. And the whole family members they started laughing because they were extremely proud to see the ability of the older brother. And all the morning, the whole family had walked around on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. And what the family members did in the morning, the whole morning, they were taunting the young seagull because he was a coward and he could not take his first flight. So, here also you can say that how the parents were taking care of the siblings of the young seagull. The parents they were teaching them the art of flying, about how to move lightly over the waves, as well as how to catch fish, how to jump and catch fish from the water. And the young girl also remembered that he had been taunted by them as he could not win his fear. As per the plan made by the parents of the young seagull, they did not give anything to eat to the young seagull. Rather, they kept him hungry so that the hunger should make the young seagull desperate to fly. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. So it was found as sun was rising, and as a result it the ledge became hot. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall, as the young seagull was hungry since previous evening. So the heat became intolerable or unbearable for the young seagull. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge, and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wings, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. He tried to attract the attention of his family members. So, what the young seagull did? So, he came slowly towards the edge of the ledge, and then he was standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wings, and he closed his eye also, another eye also. He was trying to show that he was falling asleep, but still they took no notice of him, but they did not see him. What the young seagull was doing? That young seagull was trying to attract the attention of them, but they did not look at him. Rather, you can say they ignored the young seagull. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. He found that his siblings, they were standing on the tableland, that is plateau, and they were taking sleep. They were sleeping. And he also found his parents. What he found? That his father was preening the feathers on his white back. He found his father cleaning the feathers of his back without looking at the young seagull. Only his mother was looking at him. But young seagull found that his mother was noticing him. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau. Hump means a raised position on the plateau. Her white breast thrust forward. Now and again she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. So, in order to make the young seagull tempt, his mother was tearing the fish that was lying on at her feet, and then she was also scraping the each side of her beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. As he was hungry, the young seagull was very much hungry. So the moment the young seagull had seen the piece of fish lying at the feet of his mother, he became mad. The hunger made the young seagull mad, and he remembered how he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. So he remembered that he would also like to eat the fish by tearing the way his mother was doing, as well as he also wanted to serve his beak now and again like his mother. So here we have found that the parents, they were using another trick, that was hunger. Since previous evening young seagull was hungry as no food was given to him by the parents, so the young seagull was trying his best to attract the attention of his parents. So the young girl tried to show himself that he was falling asleep. He was pretending to falling asleep so that they might come towards him. Even he found various activities like his siblings, they were sleeping. His father was sharpening the feather, so cleaning the feather, and his mother was tearing a piece of fish that lying at her feet. And seeing the fish, the hunger of young seagull increased, and he also thought of eating the food like that of his mother.